Okay,
This
sir.
conference will now be recorded.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Hi everyone. Very good evening. See, first of all, I don't want to introduce myself right now exactly. Okay, I'll introduce myself in the later part of the session. There is a separate session. Who will train me in Mulesoft exactly? In that session, I will introduce myself and I'll take you through my experience and all exactly. But before that, see, let's see what we are going to do today exactly. Okay, like obviously, as per my experience and knowledge, obviously you might be new to Mulesoft tool exactly. But before proceeding to learn Mulesoft exactly, like you should know what is Mulesoft, why should I learn Mulesoft, and who will train me in Mulesoft exactly, and what is the training approach. Maybe if I'm the trainer, obviously, what is the training approach I'm going to follow. And there are so many FAQs, like frequently asked questions, like you'll be having so many questions. I already generalized those questions and I kept the answers also for that. Okay, and any questions, see, for example, like if all the questions are not also covered in that particular career related FAQs, I'll be giving some 5 to 10 minutes of time. You people can discuss whatever questions you people have in your mind, and then I'll be able to help you at that point of time. Okay, first, exactly, like your friends or your colleagues or someone might have told you like learn Mulesoft and you'll have a bright future. Okay, they might have told that, but they have never given the logical explanation why you should learn Mulesoft and all exactly, and what is Mulesoft. All those things might not be the agenda at that point of time. They might have told just like learn Mulesoft, you'll have a bright future. But while doing any task, it shouldn't be a blind way. Always, what we should do. What happens, like if I learn Mulesoft, I'll have the future, whether I get a job, all these questions will be in our mind basically. Okay, for that reason, it's not like a Mulesoft fully technical demo exactly. I will give you the glimpse of this particular tool, exactly what this tool does and all, and after that mostly I will be focusing on why we should learn, what is the training approach, and what are the career related FAQs basically. Okay, see, today we'll be seeing like what is Mulesoft, and after that why should I learn Mulesoft, what are the reasons behind why I should learn Mulesoft, and who will train me, introduction about me basically, and what is the training approach, I follow basically, and then career related FAQs, and then finally Q&A sessions. This is just introduction about me. Okay, I'll not take much time there. With your permission, I'll take 2 to 3 minutes of time and then introduce myself there at that point of time. Okay, next. First of all, we'll learn what is Mulesoft. See, Mulesoft is an integration tool exactly. Just keep that in mind. Mulesoft is an integration tool. Okay. What is a tool? What happens generally whenever you want to do some task exactly, it will take a lot of time and effort basically. But when a tool comes in between, it reduces the time and the effort. For example, we'll take car exactly. For example, if I wanted to travel from Bangalore to Hyderabad, if I walk, how much time it will take? It's consuming time as well as it's consuming a lot of effort. For example, if I drive the car, you can reach faster and you can reach safer than walking basically. The same way, it reduces time as well as it reduces effort. The same way, any tool will reduce your effort and time basically. That's the reason there are a lot of tools in the market, but among them Mulesoft is an integration tool. What is an integration tool? I will explain, don't worry about it. But what kind of integration tool? Enterprise application integration tool. Enterprise application integration tool. If anyone asks, tell them. Platform means a tool or platform, whatever, which is helpful for you to integrate some applications. Okay, tool or platform, anything we can use, no worries, which integrates enterprise applications seamlessly. Enterprise applications seamlessly. Seamlessly means very easily, not with much effort. Basically, Mulesoft is an EAI platform, enterprise application integration platform, which integrates enterprise applications seamlessly, very easily. I told you integration tool. Don't worry about this enterprise application integration, all and integration tool. Integration means what? You integrate some. Integrate means helping to communicate with each other, basically. For example, I'll for understanding this particular Mulesoft integration tool, I will take a general example first, and then I will go to a technical example. Okay, is my voice very clear? Is that audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Okay, no worries, right? I can proceed further.
Yes.
Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, now see, I told you I'll take a generic example. See, now what is generic example, which is a layman's term, basically. That's the reason I am taking a generic example, because we don't know what is integration tool and all. First we'll understand the generic example, and then we'll go to the technical example. See, I have an international conference is happening, okay, and there are people from Japan, Spain, France, and India. Okay, this international conference is happening in some country. Maybe we think it as in India itself. We are having this international conference, and the officials from Japan came in, Spain came in, French came in, France came in, and Indian people also there. But Japan guy doesn't know English or any other language other than Japanese. He knows only Japanese. Okay, Spain guy knows only Spanish. Indian guy knows only Hindi, and the France guy knows only French. Okay, but what happens to make the conference successful and to come to a common conclusion? Obviously, they need to communicate with each other. Okay, and then only come to a conclusion, right? Without communicating with each other, obviously they can't establish the communication properly, and they can't understand. That's the reason, obviously, it will not be successful. Now, see, to communicate with each other, what is the barrier exactly? Japanese guy doesn't know a common language, actually, like maybe English, or Spanish guy doesn't know a common language. Only their language they know exactly. That's the reason what we have to do. We need to introduce one translator in between for the people to communicate seamlessly. Seamlessly means easily. For example, Japanese guy wants to interact with Spanish guy. What he will do? Japanese to Spanish translator. He can translate from Japanese to Spanish or Spanish to Japanese, because obviously when he knows both the language, he can do vice versa. Exactly. Now this is fine. Japanese guy and Spanish guy wants to speak. It's fine, and a translator came in, and the communication platform has been established between these two countries, and they are able to talk. How? Japanese guy spoke and he sent some message. Okay, now this Japanese to Spanish translator has converted this Japanese message to Spanish, and then he sent the Spanish message to Spanish guy. Now this guy understood the Spanish message, and he is sending Spanish response, right? And this guy again converted the Spanish response to Japanese response. Obviously these people are able to communicate with each other, and they can come to a conclusion. For example, like what is the conclusion? They wanted to discuss something related to environment, for example. Okay, they wanted to, these four countries wanted to make an agreement saying that for this we have to follow certain instructions and do something. For example, like mining or environment, anything related, basically. Okay, now these people are able to communicate very easily with the help of this Japanese to Spanish translator. But the same way, obviously, this Japanese guy wanted to interact with Indian guy also, obviously. Then whether this guy will be able to help? Absolutely no. Now what happens? There again we need another translator, Japanese to Hindi or Hindi to Japanese translator. Okay, what happens now? This translator will help to convert the message from Japanese to Hindi and Hindi to Japanese basically. This is fine. Even this communication happened, and this is also over. And again, Japanese guy wanted to interact with France guy. Is that possible without this translator? Obviously not possible. Okay, now what is happening exactly? This Japanese guy will again need the help of this Japanese to France or French to Japanese translator, and they will be able to communicate. If you see here, one Japanese guy wanted to speak with 3 different people. How many communication you have established? 3 communications exactly. Okay, now Spanish guy wants to talk to Japanese guy. Is that possible? Already this channel can be utilized. Spanish guy wanted to speak with Hindi guy. Again, we need another translator, and again we have to do something over here. Spanish to Hindi translate. And Spanish guy wanted to speak with French guy. Again, we need to establish some communication between these 2 people. And another translator over here. Okay, the same way Hindi to French guy. And the translator. If you see, the complexity is increasing. Okay, for example, like another guy came in, German. Now he wanted to establish communication between Japanese and all. Obviously we have to establish communication with 4 people, sorry. It will be very, very difficult. For example, I have a system. Otherwise I'll do one thing. I'll take another slide here. Just give me a moment. German guy came in. For example, like I told you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people also came in exactly. Okay, fine. We have a common translator platform, like Google, for example. Okay, whatever language it may be. Okay, we have a common translator platform. What happens? One platform itself is able to convert from one language to another language, and it is able to establish the communication. Same, right? If you see this diagram, but how many translators we are requiring? We require so many translators. If the number of people from other languages are increasing, obviously the number of connections will be increasing. Why we are keeping the translators over here? Because they are not able to communicate with each other because of the different languages exactly. Okay, the same way in the technical world also we have an issue. What is that issue? I'll show you the example. We'll go to the technical example and see it. See, just now I told EAI tool. Mulesoft is an EAI tool, right? What is EAI? Enterprise. I'm just taking the example of Flipkart. Flipkart is an enterprise, and in Flipkart we have so many applications. What are the applications? I'll discuss about all these applications. Don't worry about it. Inventory management, Salesforce, CRM, delivery, and billing, payment. Don't worry about all these things. I'll explain you what these applications will do. And we need to integrate these applications. For what reason? I'll tell you that reason also. Okay, and after integration those applications, then only you will be able to get the desired result or the response exactly. Without integration, it will not happen. That's the reason we are going to have the integration tool in between these two. The same way, whenever you have seen here, we have one translator, a common translator here, if you see, and they are integrating all these Hindi guy, Japanese guy, Spanish guy, German, and French. It is integrating different country people seamlessly, easily. It is understanding. It receives the Hindi request, it will send it to German if required, or Hindi request to all the people. The same way we do here also. That Mulesoft does the same kind of job over here. It is integrating different applications very easily with each other, and it will get the desired response. Now we'll see what is the requirement here. Basically, I took the example of Flipkart. Okay, why I took the example of Flipkart? For example, I just wanted to order a phone on Flipkart app. Already I'm an existing customer of Flipkart. I already have my account created with Flipkart. I just went inside a Flipkart app and I searched for one phone. I got a beautiful phone and it is in my budget. Now I wanted to purchase that phone basically. Okay, now what happens? You go inside the app and you just select that particular phone and then you add it to cart, and then what you'll do, you'll try to make the payment, and then delivery guy will come one day and he'll deliver the phone basically. If you keep the payment option as a cash on delivery, when he comes you'll pay it basically. Okay, this is the way. But I'm thinking of a prepaid order. I means I'm paying on website itself and then it will be delivered to my home. Okay, now see here, as soon as you place the request, you wanted to go inside the Flipkart app and then you're placing the order request. Exactly, as soon as you wanted to order the phone, you place the request. What happens in the back end? In the front end, in the mobile app application, in the front end you can't see anything exactly. Like you just select the phone, okay, and then you're trying to place the order and you make the payment. But in the back end there is so much of process which happens exactly. Okay, that process is nothing but all these applications have to communicate with each other, okay, and then make a consolidated required response basically. See, now I will explain what is this inventory management exactly. For example, like you wanted to order the phone, okay, Samsung Galaxy Note, for example. Okay, Samsung Galaxy Note, maybe that is a tab, right? Maybe Samsung the latest model one phone basically. Okay, first we need to check whether the stock is available or not. That's called inventory management. Okay, inventory management is nothing but whether any stock is available or not. That is the first check exactly. After that, whether the CRM is there. This is CRM is nothing but customer relationship management. Like you already, I told you, you are an existing customer of Flipkart. Because of that, your present address, your communication address, your permanent address, your office address, you might be entered everything like your number, your email ID, your name. All those details will be available in this particular system, Salesforce system. Okay, that's CRM system. Your name, your date of birth, okay, your mobile number, your email IDs, all these details will be in this particular system. Why they will use different systems here basically, or different applications? Because for inventory management, one application is famous. For CRM, Salesforce is famous. That's the reason they have to, any organization to become successful, for running their business operations successfully, they need to have multiple different applications. Without that, any business cannot run. Okay, that's the simple reason. And for delivery, they are using a different app exactly. And the same way for billing also, as soon as you place the order, what happens? A bill will be generated. For that, they're using one application called Geneva. For payment, they're using Razorpay payment gateway. See, don't worry about all these names here. Okay, think of each and every application is independent and they are not dependent on each other. Okay, fine. Now able to follow me, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. If there is any queries, If there are any queries, please stop actually. Okay, don't worry, I'll be able to answer your questions exactly. See, now as soon as you place your request for the phone, right, what happens? This integration tool, whatever integration tool, what I told you, the same way as a translator, our Mulesoft will receive the request. Okay, this particular phone I have to be purchased, I have to be delivered. Actually, I have to deliver exactly. Now it will check for the whether the stock is available or not. Now stock is available, then immediately it will go to all these are connectors exactly. When you go inside the Mulesoft, actually to connect to Salesforce system, actually, or to connect to inventory management system, if you want to do it in Java or .NET or any programming language, okay, it will take a lot of time and you have to write hundreds of lines of code exactly. Okay, but Mulesoft, just you drag and drop actually a Salesforce connector, you drag and drop the inventory management connector. Obviously, what happens? It's very simple. You drag and drop that connector, just give some details, and then automatically it will be connected to that particular system. If you want to do the same thing in Java or .NET, you need to have so many lines of code basically. That's the reason it's very difficult basically. That's the reason we go for Mulesoft integration tool. Tool will reduce, I already told you in the first starting time of the session, like tool will reduce the effort as well as the time, right? The same way here also, this Mulesoft tool is reducing the time and effort. Okay, now Salesforce connector is connected for this CRM tool and it fetches the address to be to which address it should be delivered, and what is the phone number, what is the email address, all those details will be fetched from this Salesforce CRM system. Now what happens is this inventory management is in Java. Okay, this is built on Java, maybe this is built on .NET. Okay, this is some X technology, this is Y technology, this is Z technology. Okay, the same way, like I told you, like Spanish guy, English guy, they don't know each other's language, right? This inventory system management cannot speak to Salesforce system because this is different language, this is different language, coding language. That's the reason automatically this will not be able to understand this. But what Mulesoft will do, it will facilitate the communication between for all the systems. That's the duty of this Mulesoft tool. Okay, now what it will do, how to facilitate that communication? It will change this request to which can be understood by this system, this system, this system, this system also. Okay, that's the reason this Mulesoft will play a vital role or important role to establish the communication between all the systems. Now we have taken the data from Salesforce system and immediately we need some transformations to be carried out and some enrichments. Transformations is nothing but just changing the data type from Java to .NET or .NET to that way exactly. For transforming that, we need to write the code here. Like small code means exactly like it's not a programming code. It's a very simple definition code. That kind of things, 5 to 10% of the time, we may need to write all those codes exactly. That can be written over here. Transformations, enrichments also same only. Now we face the details. Now the next thing is like you need to make the payment. For making the payment, obviously whether this data will be understood by this, Mulesoft will facilitate the communication and it will establish the communication to this Razor payment application. Now payment is over. You will be receiving a successful message that okay, like a phone is available, your order is successfully placed, and then you will be receiving your phone on so and so date exactly. How that happens? As soon as you make the payment, immediately a bill has to be generated, okay, with the help of billing application Geneva, and immediately after generating the bill, what happens? We should send the information to the delivery partner also. Okay, then immediately we will be sending the response to you order successfully placed. But in the background, all these tasks will happen. Okay, but don't worry about this. Again, we will see this particular discussion in detail in the later parts. Exactly what is transformation, what is enrichment, what are these connectors. Okay, don't worry about all those things. Mulesoft will use all these drag and drop actually GUI tool. Actually, GUI tool means graphical user interface tool. With the help of drag and drop functionality, we can achieve all these things. Very easy. Automatically, backend code will be generated with the help of whatever you are dragging and dropping exactly. Now we'll go back to the definition. Mulesoft is enterprise application integration platform which integrates enterprise applications seamlessly. Now we'll understand. We have Flipkart Enterprise. There are so many applications. One, I just took 3, 4 only, or 5 only actually. Here. It is integrating all these 5 applications very easily. If you want to write Java code or .NET code for integrating these applications, it will take a lot of time and effort. And Mulesoft is reducing that effort and as well as time. Okay, that's the reason Mulesoft has become very famous in the integration market. Okay, till now clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Next we'll go to why should I learn Mulesoft basically. Before doing some task, I already told you should be logical, right? Without being logical, obviously we shouldn't do anything. Blindly, my brother told, my friend told, we should not do that. Maybe for the first initial suggestion, that's fine. But after trying to research and get it done, exactly, we have to do our initial research and then only we should go for it. For that, I just wanted to introduce you to the why should I learn Mulesoft exactly. Okay. First, we'll discuss about the technical capabilities and what is the business capabilities, and then later on whether it fits to us or not. That way, we'll discuss exactly. First thing is like there are so many tools in the market. Okay, there are so many tools like TIPCO, Oracle product, IIB, Apache Camel. Okay, Dell Boomi. There are so many tools in the market, but among all the tools, like integration tools, I'm not telling about all the tools means don't take each and every tool. I'm telling integration tools. Among all the integration tools, it's the industry leader. Okay, I am telling it is industry leader. No, I am not telling. There is a research firm called Gartner, which is widely followed by the IT industry people. Most of the people, actually, for example, like if you take Oscar awards for films, which is the highest awards actually in the Hollywood or in the whole world, exactly Oscars. The same way for IT industry, they rank the tools exactly. They rank the tools. For example, they take all the integration tools, they analyze that, and they give the ranking exactly. Okay. For that, if you see the Gartner report has clearly told that Mulesoft is the leader of all the integration tools. Each and every year they release a report continuously in 2 to 3 years. It's the leader as per the report basically. Okay, that's the reason we should learn Mulesoft. This is one reason. And the second reason is, just now I told you Salesforce CRM, right? Customer Relationship Management. This is another software company which is very famous and which is very big company exactly. This company has acquired Mulesoft for 6.5 billion USD, means 40,000 plus crores INR in March 2018. Okay, why I'm telling this particular reason? It means that they acquired this company for 40,000 crores. What is the reason? It has so much of capability and potentiality. It can give lot of profits for that Salesforce company. That's the reason they acquired this company. Okay, this is one more business angle reason. And I already told you, ahead of competitors. Why it is ahead of competitors? Actually, I told you here, if you see, I just told you 5 systems over here, but there are hundreds of systems which has to be connected with each other for running your business successfully. Running your business means not our business exactly, enterprise business. Enterprise means big organization basically, or even medium or small organizations also will have less number of applications for, but for big organizations will have hundreds of applications to be integrated. Okay, for that reason, if you want to run the business successfully, those all applications need to communicate with each other and establish a communication. Okay, right? For that reason, Mulesoft will be doing that. But if you compare all other tools, right, what happens, right? They will have less number of integration connectors, and we need to buy each and every connector. For example, I'll take you TIBCO. TIBCO hardly will have 20 connectors. For example, like I want to connect Salesforce, they will be having Salesforce. For example, like I want to connect to SAP HANA, they will not be having a ready connector. Again, you need to purchase that. But in Mulesoft, there are more than 200 to 300 connectors, which will ease the job of a developer as well as the organization. Okay, that's the reason Mulesoft is ahead of all the competitor tools exactly. Okay, this is one of the major reasons. Next, full API life cycle management. This is one of the technical features which has the highest priority basically. This you will not be able to understand right now, but always keep in mind it will be very helpful for full API lifecycle management. Okay, right? Whether these tools will be able to do that, somewhere or the other time you need like other tools help also. But in Mulesoft, from design phase to monitor phase, everything can be achieved through Mulesoft tool itself. Mulesoft tool itself. There is no requirement of other tools. You can achieve everything: design, implement, secure, deploy, and monitor. Don't worry about all these terminologies exactly. I will take care of. I am there here. Next, what are the other reasons? Sir, you see, Mahesh, you are telling like all the reasons which are like it has very good business, it has very good technical features and all. But what are the reasons, general reasons I should learn basically? Okay, I already told like it is a reasonable pricing for the companies. For example, like any company wanted to adapt Mulesoft as an integration tool, they should check for their pricing also, right? This is comparatively cheaper basically when compared with the TIBCO and all. For establishing for introducing integration tool, for example, like TIBCO is charging around, for example, I'm telling you like 1 lakh rupees. It will be more in for the convenience I'm taking 1 lakh exactly, but Mulesoft may be charging around 70 to 80,000 only, which is lesser than the competitors. That's the reason. This is another reason basically, reasonable pricing. And there is one more concept called cloud and on-premise solution. Basically, in the market, there are so many tools which can provide a cloud solution or on-premise solution. But Mulesoft is an integration tool which provides both exactly, cloud as well as on-premise solution. I'll explain this particular point. What is cloud exactly? Cloud means everything happens over another server which is facilitated by Mulesoft. No need of maintaining any server, no need of maintaining any infrastructure, nothing. You just log into just like your Gmail. You log into your email, all your emails will be stored on a Google server. No need to worry about the infrastructure, nothing, right? The same way, all will be maintained by Mulesoft. You just log in, do your work, save it, and then do that. That is called cloud solution. On-premise, for example, I have a banking application to be developed. These banks, they don't depend on the other people infrastructure. They will have their own infrastructure, like own servers. Each and everything will be on their premises exactly. Okay, that's called on-premise solution. If they have their own server also, Mulesoft will provide the necessary software, and then you can achieve the on-premise solution also. The same way, most of the tools will not be able to help. That's the reason, obviously, cloud and on-premise solution is available from Mulesoft, which is another added advantage. Okay. Next, learn faster and easier. Why? Small tool, we can learn it very faster, okay, and easier. Why? It is a drag and drop tool. I already told you, just drag and drop which is available and configure. That's it. Automatically code will be generated in the backend. You no need to write any code. That's the reason it is smaller as well as again easier also. It is very, for example, like I take Salesforce. If you want to learn Salesforce, what happens is you need at least 3 to 4 months for learning itself, and for practicing another 3 to 4 months. For achieving the job another 3 to 4 months, it will take another 1 year to achieve the job. But for a Mulesoft, if you properly plan yourself, within 2 to 3 months you can easily achieve your job. Okay, and you told it is easier, it is a small tool, and you can learn faster. But how about the job market? Job market is very good, and if you go through Naukri or Monster or any other job portal, there are plenty of jobs in Mulesoft actually, especially in India. If you are from USA, yeah, Mulesoft has a great demand in USA also. Okay, fine. And coming to salaries, what is the range of salaries I'll get? When jobs are great in demand, obviously salaries will be higher. Don't worry about the salaries. For example, like for a 3+, 4+, and 5+ people, we can achieve 8 to 15 lakh per annum. One of our students recently achieved a package of 19 lakhs actually, but he has a total of 6+ years of experience. Okay, fine, but he is switching from another technology to Mulesoft. Okay, at least 8 to 15 is achievable. If you want lesser salary also, that's fine, but I'm telling the average. Salaries are also very higher. It's in great in demand. Don't worry about that. Okay, now see, I'm just coming like who will train me in Mulesoft. See, I'm the trainer. My name is Mahesh, and I have 5+ years of experience in the IT industry. I have worked on different technologies exactly, and coming to the latest technologies, I'm working on Mulesoft. I have already trained more than 100+ students, and more than 50+ students. I helped them to get the job also. Exactly. There are some people who show their interest exactly. For them we'll be supporting in get the job means don't think like I will be referring and all. Exactly, like my program is designed in such a way they will be easily answering the questions in interviews, and after getting the job they can easily sustain in the companies. Exactly, that's what it means exactly. And your efforts are also very important for achieving the job as well as the sustaining in the job. And if you follow my curriculum and if you follow my training exactly, you will become an industry ready professional. What is the meaning of it? Industry ready professional. As soon as you practice, you listen to my concepts and you practice the same concepts, and then if you go inside the company after getting the job, you are already industry ready. Industry ready means whatever the company is expecting from you, you will be able to do that exactly. Okay, that's what industry ready professional. But most of the programs outside, they will make you college ready professional kind of thing. Exactly, because once you come out of the college, what happens? Obviously you don't have the practical skills required to face the industry, IT industry. The same way are all other IT programs which are designed by other trainers, right? It will be in such a way. What happens is you are like a college graduate, but my program is in such a way you are ready as an industry professional. Okay, and one more thing is there. My course will make you to clear MCD level 1 certification. What is this MCD level 1 certification? Mulesoft certified developer. Mulesoft certified developer. Okay, this is one of the certifications conducted by Mulesoft officially. There will be a charges of around $250. We have to pay them, and then there will be a 2 hours exam, and they will be giving around 60 questions. Okay, this is a credibility. Exactly, if you finish that, finish this, recruiter will think that you have a better knowledge. Exactly. Okay, with our curriculum itself, you will be able to finish this certification. Okay, for all our students also we'll be providing that discounted vouchers also. Okay, that once we start the sessions and once we get into the sessions, we'll be helping out. Don't worry about that. Exactly, it means that you can easily clear the certification also with the help of this particular session itself. No need to take separate sessions for this. You can clear off certification also. And see why I came into training exactly. I just wanted to give you a glimpse. Exactly what happened is, like, one of my neighbors from our village, what happened is he's a mechanical engineer and he went to Canada, and there he was not able to for studies. Exactly, after finishing his mechanical engineering, he went to Canada there, and there he studied for 2 years and stayed another 2 years for doing actually getting an IT job or some other job basically, but he was unable to, and he failed miserably in Canada. And what happened is, like, he was not able to sustain there, and he came back, and he was sitting at home. This happened around 3 to 4 years back basically. And what was happening is, like, everyone is pointing him and telling him, why man, you're sitting idle and you're not able to do anything, at least you check for a job. And he was in total confusion, like whether to go for a mechanical or IT course. If I wanted to go for IT course, which course? And he was very confused, and he was very hesitant to come to me and ask me. Exactly, obviously he's in that little bit of depression mode at that point of time. Finally he broke his depression, and then he broke his silence, and he came to me. Brother, I am elder than him, and brother, I'm very confused, and lot of demotivation is there in me, and everyone is scolding me. I wasted lost lot of money also. What to do now? Exactly. Okay, you told like you are from a non-IT background and you don't know coding also, right? And then I figured out, like, I was obviously working on Mulesoft at that point of time, and now also I'm working, right? I suggested him, do you have patience for 2 to 3 months? Absolutely, brother, I have patience. You don't worry. I'll put the efforts. Then what I did, actually, like, even I was not a trainer at that point of time. I just what I did, whatever I have learned in Mulesoft and whatever I'm doing exactly, I kept everything in a structure, and I trained him for 1 month. Almost 1 month means around 35 to 40 days basically. 1 month means like excluding these holidays and all this. What happened? Immediately within another 1 to 2 months of practice, whatever I told, he blindly followed and he did it. He got a job offer for 12 lakhs. And everyone's surprised, actually, like, everyone started what to say, appreciating him, like, for that. Within that 2 months he was putting his full efforts, and then after 2 months he got a job, and if his family is happy, everyone is happy, and everyone started appreciating him, because from non-IT to IT. And after that also, because of the curriculum, actually what I have designed, he is able to sustain in the industry also. At that point of time, I thought, okay, there may be hundreds of professionals similar to this. Okay, what if I can help those people also? Then slowly I started training in my circle, and then later on, then we expanded basically. Okay, that's the way I have entered into training, and I have passion for training also. So it was easy for me to explain the concepts in an easier manner for the people and all. Exactly. I will break the complex concepts into simpler concepts, and I explain that also. Okay, that's the reason I entered into training, and from that point of time, I never looked back. Exactly. Okay, here I just wanted to share this particular scenario. Like, you may be in the same scenario, like maybe from IT, you want to switch the technology, non-IT, switch the industry itself. All those I will be clearing. Don't worry. Leave it to me to one extent. Just blindly follow me and practice. Automatically, you will be achieving your job. Next. See, what is a training approach exactly? Just now you will be seeing, we have a presentation. Each and every session we will be having presentation. I'll be using whiteboard also. Okay, whiteboard means similar. Here I have used a whiteboard, right? The same way. For example, like if you want to explain, I'll be explaining with the help of diagrams here itself. Okay, that way I'll be writing and showing. And if I need any diagrams, I can do anything over here basically. Presentation and whiteboard used for live experience. Actually, most of the sessions will not be, most of the trainers will not use both the methods. They either they use pad or do something, but here we use a PPT as well as the whiteboard also. And obviously, I always suggest to go for LPP model approach. What is this LPP model? LPP stands for learn, practice, practice. Learn from the right trainer. Okay. We'll be giving assignments. You should practice properly. Okay. Automatically, you will be ready as an industry professional. I told you one concept called industry professional, right? As soon as you follow this approach, you will become an industry professional. At least the capability of it 2+ years Mulesoft developer if you practice properly. Okay, first learn from the right trainer. Actually, I think I'm eligible to train you. Exactly what I will do, I will explain the concept and immediately I will do a hands-on. Hands-on means I will go to any point studio or the Mulesoft tool. I will design the things or develop the things there. I'll show it to you how you have to implement and all, and my job is over at that point of time. My effort is 33.33%. Okay, now second step, practice. Third step, practice. Why I put 2 practices exactly? For understanding, 1 practice, and to become faster, another practice. Okay, right? We will be giving the assignments to you for your practice, and you have to put in 66.66% efforts. Then only total 100% will be achieved, and you will be successful as a developer. Okay, how sessions will be conducted? Completely online, every day 1 hour, Monday to Friday it will happen, and we'll be providing recordings also for your future reference. Exactly. For example, like as soon as you listen to the session, you may not be understanding. Again, go back, go through the recording, understand it, practice it. Again, come back, ask the doubts. That way, our sessions will be, and we will be having Q&A sessions every day. If you have any questions, you can ask me, and then immediately I'll be answering. Exactly. Okay, fine. This is the training approach. If you follow this approach, you will become at least 2+ years experience Mulesoft developer. Don't worry. Yeah. But you should blindly follow me. That's it. No other questions in the approach. Questions are welcome in the technology. No worries. But in the approach, blindly approach. Mahesh has helped so many people. I will be also achieving a greater job. Blindly follow the approach. Fine. Next, all these are questions like general questions which I will be receiving from so many people. I generalized those queries and then I just wanted to answer those queries exactly. If any of those questions are missing, which are in your mind exactly, you can ask me in the last Q&A session. Okay. Now, the first question is, I am from non-IT background. Can I learn Mulesoft and get a job? Just now I answered your question. A mechanical engineer who was back from Canada, able to get a 12 lakh job. If you are from non-IT background, obviously it can be done. Why? I told you already. Mulesoft is a small tool and easy to learn, and it is a user interface, like graphical user interface. Just drag and drop. No need of much coding exactly. And there is another question which I always receive. I am from a non-coding background. Can I learn Mulesoft? Absolutely, no problem. For learning Mulesoft, no need of Java, .NET, Python, or some other technologies exactly. No need. Don't worry. Without coding background also, you can learn. For example, like you are working as a system admin in IT industry. You wanted to system admin will not have a greater salary increases and all, right? If you want to switch, you can easily switch, no problem. But dedicatedly 2 to 3 months of time should be invested properly in a structured manner. Then automatically there is no problem. This is also big guess. And there are so many people like, I have a career gap of 5+ years. Can I learn Mulesoft and get job? Absolutely yes. How and all, we'll explain you. Don't worry. Once you come inside the program, we'll explain you people like how to do that and all exactly. Okay. See this. Do we need to learn programming language such as Java or Python to work in Mulesoft? Absolutely no. Big no. Without any prerequisites, you will be able to learn Mulesoft. If there are any prerequisites required, I will be taking care. I will explain that from scratch. Okay, don't worry about that. Next, what are the prerequisites? There are certain small things like what are APIs, what are web services, there are certain terminologies and what to say, some concepts you have to be aware of, but I will start from scratch. I will explain what is an API, what is a web service, everything. That's the reason there are no prerequisites required for my course. Obviously, I will be starting from scratch. Okay, how is the Mulesoft job market in India? Great. How is the job market in USA? Why I am discussing USA? There are a lot of students who will be coming from USA also. That's the reason. Okay. Even when I discussed with my friends and colleagues, some of my colleagues, earlier colleagues were in USA basically. When I discussed with them, even USA job market is also very good for Mulesoft. I already answered the question exactly. How will be the future of Mulesoft technology? Obviously, it will be great. Why? Immediately. Because I told you, nowadays for running any business, an organization or an enterprise needs to have multiple applications which are not able to communicate with each other because they are built on different technologies. Obviously, to facilitate a common communication between all these applications, a common integration platform is required, which is Mulesoft. That's the reason we always have a great future. Don't worry. Next. I am a fresher. If I learn Mulesoft, will I get a job? Yes. But it takes some time. Why time? The number of opportunities for freshers, actually like 2022 or 2021 for that kind of freshers, actually, what happens is the number of opportunities are less in number. That's the reason it will take some time, okay, for achieving it. Now, I am from IT background working on other technology. Can I switch to Mulesoft? Absolutely, yes. I already answered this exactly. Will you provide placement assistance? Yes, we do it. And you people share your what to say, communication details like mobile phone, mobile number and all. Obviously, you'll be able to communicate with me or some other coordinator is also available. We'll be able to help you out basically. Like we'll help you like resume preparation. Okay, how you have to, your profile has to be, and I'll take a detailed session on this exactly. And one more specialty which I wanted to tell you is like for any developer exactly nowadays, we need another 2 to 3 tools also. A brief knowledge of that. That also I'll be teaching in my course. As soon as you go inside the company, what happens is you will not feel you are new to IT. You will be seen as an experienced developer only. That's the reason. Obviously, this course is very special and will be able to achieve a very nice job, and you'll be able to see getting a job is one aspect. After that, sustaining in that job is also another difficult aspect. Those two will be easily achieved. with our program. Getting job plus sustaining in job. Our course specialty. Most of the trainers will not be able to help in these two areas. But what is the thing I told you? This has to be followed. Okay. Yeah. Now, yes, my session is over. You people are welcome to ask the questions, and then we'll close the session.